Hello, everyone. So this video is for Dynatrace, and as you know, Dynatrace is a APM, and you can monitor any application, whether it is hosted in Kubernetes. You can monitor the infrastructure. You can monitor the Docker containers, whatever the processes you are running in your host. Everything can be monitored with a simple Dynatrace. And this APM is very a simple APM, and there is no installation and much of configuration required. So you can go to the site and see more details of it. I'll be covering the Dynatrace managed part. That is, if you want to install the Dynatrace server in your local machine, so that if you have any data privacy issues, so that you can host the server in your local and the all data will be with you without any third party access to it. So the service what Dynatrace provide is Dynatrace managed, and I'll be showing a demo for it. So in starting, I'll be showing you with the how to log into it, and maybe in the next video I'll be show how do you need to install the Dynatrace managed in your local, and how you need to access the one agent so that you can get the logs on the Dynatrace managed server. So let's begin, and we can go for the Dynatrace managed login. So here you can see this is the IP of my Dynatrace managed server where it is hosted. So you have to just copy that link and paste here. Just enter your credentials, and there you go. And for the like installation, how you want to install in your machine, you can see my videos that are tagged in this on the top right, so you can use that, or in the description the link I have mentioned, so you can go to that video and see how we need to install the directories managed in your infrastructure, maybe in the Linux machine. And maybe we can start with a screen, so you can see the home screen will show you the how many clusters you have. So currently I have only one cluster, and it is running on this. So this is the custom URL that Dynatrace provides us, so no need to use this IP of that. So that's the main advantage of this. And there are some environments that I have demo environments I have created user, so it is a fresh environment. And if you go to the deployment status, you can see like how many what to say agents it has been connected. So the server has been connected to the one agent for to a single server, so that list will be mentioned here, and you can get the details of it, how much time it's running and all that. So this thing will I'll cover maybe after next videos. Activates is one of the properties that basically the networking part, you get the mode of logs, more details as compared to the one agent configuration. So these details are not much important for a newbie. Maybe as you go in the next phase, so you these are additional requirements. So I'll be covering the main and the basic requirements so that you can start using it and install and see your application easily. So here starts the main concept of Dynatrace. So here in the environment section, you'll be seeing the different environments. If I'll explain, by default, you'll get the local self monitoring. So by the name itself, you can see that it is the server where your Dynatrace manages install. That is means by this IP, and you can see whatever details of that server, like how many processes are running and all that. So you can see here, and these are the basic details. So the main part will be go inside the environment directly, and here you will see the proper Dynatrace screen that is meant for, like you can see the logs, user friendly logs. Yeah, so here you can see different dashboards, and you can see different things like first I'll show you the main part of this, that is smartscape topology. So this is the server where Dynatrace is installed, so I don't have any other things running there. And according to Dynatrace, the best practice is not to install anything into the server where your managed is running. So we have different servers, like different environments there. We have installed the application, and I'll show those are there. So here, just it is, if you want to monitor your server where you have installed the Dynatrace manage, you can just come to the screen and do some setup. So there, it will be having nothing. It is just to monitor the server. So we'll go back to our main environment. Yeah. Uh, One thing is, like, you can create different environments. So like maybe I can create a QA and save it. And so from here you can go to the environment and you can just install the one agent there into the new server where your QA is running, and you can see the logs. So these are the steps. So I already have the installation for my dev for test. So I just go to the environment. It takes some time. So here you can see different sessions of my application that are hosted on my test server. So how you want to do a configuration for one agent so that you can see all these logs. So I have one more video I have added in the description, and it will come in the right corner. So you can see that and how to do the one agent configuration so that you can see all these logs on your dashboard. So I'll be showing you different features of Dynatrace for this video, and you can see uh, if I directly come here and see the Smartscape topology. So you can see I have two applications installed here. One is a website, and one is a static website, and one is a microservice website. And we have different services related to that. So you can see all this thing in together, and if you have some specific name for that, you can just search here any service you want to. All things will come here, like process which one you can explore more directly. So best part of this is just directly you can come here and you can see whatever details you want in a graphical way. These are the microservices or different process running in my infrastructure. It depends on what are the requirement you have. So it will automatically trace all the process, service, application, and data centers which are available in your infra, maybe in your Lions machine, just by installing a one agent, and that's all. You'll get all the details here. So if you see about the containers, so you can see there's a number of containers running for me, and I have using a demo website, demo microservice website, so that my all the containers can be visible in this trace. And if you go for the host, maybe the Linux machine where you have one agent installed or where your applications are running, so you can get different like we have this one, and I guess it is let's see if we can get the logs here or not. Yeah, we can see the different logs here. So you can watch my one agent video how to install the one agent into the host machine, so that after installing one agent, whatever operations you do in that machine, everything will be traced by Dynatrace automatically. There is no need to do any configuration changes. So you can see different processes which are like uh, Docker, Linux, RabbitMQ, one agent system monitoring that my one agent is running. So all things are available here. And regarding the main part, so these are the dashboard basically. So you can create a customize your dashboard. So I have customized my dashboard, and I have overview where I have added all the graphs that will be required by me to monitor. So I'll just close it. So here you can see the health status of my website. So I'm using a microservice website like a demo sock shop, and there you can see I have added the description of this website in the below. You can see the link in my YouTube description, and you can get the details and see the installation steps. So I have made a video for installing a demo website so that you can monitor this microservice in Dynatrace. So you can see that maybe like see problems their applications are running too. You can just explore host one host where the two applications are running, service health, service availability 100%, error budget. This is one more out of the box concept by Dynatrace. And so here it do some calculation that gives us these details. So if you want to go deeper, I'll make another video for that, but currently it's not required. And you can see the web applications, what are web applications running, actions, services of your web application, what are the backend services are running, session by user. So currently my session is 100%. 100% is for like maybe from one browser I have tested it, so that's why. And the browser detail you're getting is here. So if you go deeper, you can get more details, and you can customize according to your requirement. Everything is there. So infrastructure memory, CPU usage, how CPU has been used. So these details you can get. Disk used by Dynatrace, so this 70 point memory usage. So my one agent installation does everything to me without any other customization. So just I have to install the one agent and it will bring me all these details. It will bring me the Docker images. It will bring me the Kubernetes cluster setup details, whatever details I need. It will do that. So it has different features like you can integrate Azure, AWS to this. You get more details to it, and network metrics. For more details, you can directly go inside it. Maybe you can just type session segmentation, and here you'll get your website details, like how many users have access to your website, what are their actions, how were they happy. So here there's a frustrating part is there. So I guess my users are not happy for my website. So if I click here, currently I think my website is down, so maybe I'll not see. So here you can see one thing, like you can see from where the user has access to it. You can get the IP address of that. You can get the from where you have, like, which data pack he was using. So all things you can get it here. You can see you can do a session replay, like I'm not sure whether it will work. No, we have to enable session replay. Session replay is not enabled. So basically, you need to pay extra for that. You can replay how your user got access to your session, or maybe the browser, and how he was acting. So maybe if I can, not sure if my will work. Set this down, I guess. Yeah, it seems down. Else I will show you the. Maybe in the next video I'll show how to install the microservice application and how we can monitor it. So proper details you can get it there. Yeah, so we'll get a user session segmentation, and you can get that details here of the code, which code was running. You can see the code level information, how which page they came for, how many time, start time, and all those things you can get. You can see the logs if you want to see the logs. Yeah, so these are logs of my application. So it is for yesterday's, and these are the pages I have monitored. So there are different features for Dynatrace that helps us to monitor the logs. So you can just select and filter the logs whichever is required by you, and you can remove one. And if you go for advanced, you can run some queries. So see if status is equal to error, so those logs will be shown to us. And you can create your own rules if you required. So if I'll come down, just the favorites, create processing rules. And if you come here and see log sources and storage, so here you can see basically different types of rules that has been already created by Dynatrace. And if you want to create new rule, you can just create a rule here. You have documentation, so how you can filter the logs, which are the main logs you need. So the process of flowing logs will come from here. Like first it will see this rule, second rule this rule, and after this filtering you'll get your logs in the previous screen when I showed. So all these details, these are high level information. If you need, I can create one more video. Maybe in the comments, if you can tell me, I can add more on this video. I have created one more one rule like error category. So here you can see uh, my log level should be error, and I have passed this phase so that my logs get filter and I'll get the information in the form of JSONs. So this JSON I can use to maybe some analysis report, or some I can pass this JSON to some other application where it can get details of my application logs, or if something failed. So maybe some other team want to try like what users are doing in my application. So if they want to analyze something, maybe machine learning or those things if required, so they can use details. So everything is done by APM. So these are the additional research. If anyone needs, they can do that. So that's for the log monitoring. And you can do customization of logs, so like custom attribute, event extraction. There are different things are required, but these are the main part to see the logs. And if someone asks like I want to install in Kubernetes, I'm more interested in installing the Kubernetes part. You can just click here, just discard the change. If I click here, it will show like how to set up a Kubernetes and OpenShift cluster. So here the new concept comes, like you can use the one agent part as well, but I prefer to use the operator. What operator does it? It will go inside the namespace of the Kubernetes and it will automatically detect the logs and different services what are running inside the cluster and will send to the Dynatrace server. Instead of using one agent, because one agent have some capabilities that cannot go much deeper into the cluster. So better to do use this one. And the steps are very simple. You have to just go inside the server where your Kubernetes is running, and just create a separate namespace Dynatrace. Once that is done, just apply this. It will use a wget to download this YML file, and the YML file. So this condition is just a wait condition. The main part is comes here. So some people will ask from where this dynacube.yml will get. You'll get it from here once you add the details like test. It's optional. So if you have a token already created, you can use that or create token. So once you did that, you'll download it, and once you download, just copy that and just start. Once you're done with all this command, you can see the show deployment status and get whether it is done or not. Once it is done, you'll get the report in the Kubernetes part screen here. So that's easy, and the mostly the same steps for everything. And if you want to see more on this, maybe I can go one step back. Environment, prod. So this is the from scratch I'm taking you, like how need you need to install the one agent. It takes some time. Once you did that, you'll get a fresh environment. And if you want to go for installing, maybe I can just come down, see whatever you want to install. I just want to monitor my host. Currently, there is no host because the prod is a new machine. So you just have to follow the deploy address, start installation, select which platform you want to monitor. So I want to monitor a Lance machine. Just add some token if you have, else create token. I prefer create token because first time you're doing. Next step will be go to your Linux machine where you want to install this. Copy this and run this. Maybe I'll just check this. Currently it don't does not have support for Mac, so I'll be just running this command. I'll not be completing this more on this. So it's connected. It got downloaded. If you see ls, it would have been downloaded here. This one, yeah. This is the one agent part. And next step will be just copy this. So next step will be to verify whether it's downloaded properly or not. So I have to just run this and check. It will say it has been done properly. Yeah, so to root 100% is done properly. Next step is just run this. So if I'll run this, it will automatically run here, but currently I cannot do it because there's some issue with the Mac. So it will not be running here because of some issues. And so these are the three steps you have to follow: download the one agent.sh file, verify it, run the installer. Once done, you'll get show deployment status. And it's taking again, it's taking time anyway. Not sure whether Mac part will not work. So once this is done, you can directly come here and see the, yeah, it's not come. So you can directly come here and directly see the Smartscape topology, and you'll get your details here. So that's the best part of installing one agent, and you can get n number of details of your infra host, whether you want to host website and all those details. So this is the best tool for us, and anyone can use it without any issues. And you don't need any prior knowledge for this. You can get all the details without any hectic task or any modification to your current code. So they have provided a trial license for 15 days, so you can use that license to do that. And I prefer to use software as a service. So it depends on your requirement, but for the demo and for your maybe testing, so you can use the software as a service part. So the main difference between software as a service and managed will be, managed you need to install it by your own into your server, and you have to take care of that server. The best thing will be the managed will provide you data privacy as compared to the software as a service, because software as a service will be managed by the Dynatrace team, and all your logs will be going to the Dynatrace data center, and from there you can see the details over your browser with some customized URL they will provide. So it all depends on your requirement, whether your company or whether your personal interests are to save your data, or are you don't want to take a headache of managing your server. So but the features and most of the details will be same. There will be no changes in the screen and the other what to say graphs and details. So as per your requirement you can go for anything, but the Dynatrace license will expire after 15 days, and you have to go for buying it. So as if you're practicing it, so maybe you can buy another what to say use another free trial by extending it, or use other ID. Or if your company is fine with that, you can buy a license and start using it. It's a good tool to help you without much of configuration, and I prefer it. So thank you. And if you have any question, you can comment it. I may reply it. And for more videos, you can just put a comment. I can just check and create more videos on Dynatrace Managed. Yeah, thank you.